The AnswerThis library is such a great way to have all your research in one place and to use your papers in different situations. But first, we need to add sources to our library. There's a few ways we can do this. One, we can connect to our Zotero and Mendeley libraries by clicking on either option, press import from Mendeley if we want to take papers from Mendeley and put them to AnswerThis. We can select our papers right here. And once we've chosen the papers that we want to import, we can select this. Next, we get to pick what library we want to add these papers to. If we don't have a library yet, we can also press Create Project. From here, we can give our library a name. Next, we can give it a description. And once you're ready, you can press Create Project. After this, you can go ahead and import your papers. And as you can see, just like that, we now have free papers from our Zotero library, but we can also upload papers as PDFs as well. And as we're going about AnswerThis, making literature reviews, citation maps, and searching for papers, we can also save it directly from the paper table itself. We can go to the chosen paper that we want to save. From here, we can select our chosen library, and just like that, the paper has been moved. Once we have all the papers that we need into our library, there's a few things that we can do. The first thing that we can do here is change the citations. If we want it in a different format, we can select APA, MLA, and 2,000 more citations to choose from here as well. Additionally, like we imported from Zotero, we can also export certain papers to Zotero and Mendeley as well. We can go ahead and select papers that we want to move, or if we want to move our entire library, we can also select all. Once selected, we can simply press the export option and export to Zotero or Mendeley, and if we'd like, we can also export to CSV and BibTeX as well. You might have also noticed these other options which have appeared. We can go ahead and delete these papers from our library if we wish, and we can also move these papers to another library, which is very handy if we have different projects and they all interlink. And the last thing we can do here is add these papers to our notebook. This is a great way where we can take down notes from papers, add papers that we like, all into one place that we can keep on adding things to as we go about AnswerThis. Next, we can also sort our papers by publication date, most citations, or A to Z. And we can also choose the amount of papers that we want to see at once here, as well as filter out our library for certain papers based on criteria. Here, we can change the minimum amount of citations that the paper has. So if we put up to 10, for example, only papers with 10 or more citations will appear. Additionally, we can change the start date from when the papers were published, as well as the end date, and we can also filter for keywords that are contained within their abstracts. We can go ahead and select Apply on these filters. And as you can see, every paper here has 10 citations or more, just as we filtered. Now, what I like to do once I have filtered down to certain criteria of papers, I like to select all and then press this Next Steps option. From here, we can go ahead and create a new table and give it a name if you'd like. And just like that, you'll have a new table with only the papers that you filtered for. You can also select papers that you'd like to make into a new table and do the exact same thing. Finally, if we select all papers or multiple papers, we can go ahead and add new step and click on bibliometric analysis. From here, we'll get graphs and charts showing publications by year, citations by year, combined publications and citations, citation impact, which I personally really like as you get to see the core papers inside of your research field. You also have word clouds as well as top terms mentioned in these papers, as well as the top authors and the authors who have had the most impact within your research space. This is a great way to get macro information about your research field. The last thing that you can do within your library is also extracting data from your papers. So we can select through a few pre-made prompts such as research gaps, key findings, methodologies. If we click on any of these, we will get new columns such as research gaps, which ties to the exact paper that's come from in that row. And if we don't like these pre-made options, we can go ahead and type in our own prompt. Once you've built your library, you can also go ahead and use it for your own AnswerThis searches. So whether you want to make a literature review, research proposal, or find research gaps, you can select your library as a source and go ahead and ask your prompt. I hope you found this video useful and good luck researching.